MAINZ versus Wolfsburg. Now that was an intriguing game because we were convinced that Wolfsburg were going to win 3-2 away. I'll prove that to you just by putting that on the screen. Look, that was our prediction. MAINZ not conceded many at home, but can score. Wolfsburg should be living out of a suitcase. I've used that quote as a cliche many times over the last few weeks. Have won 7 times away from home, scored 26 goals away from home going into this game, which was one less than MAINZ, who scored 27, which themselves, they're the second highest goal scorers away from home. I believe that's after, got to be after Munich, isn't it? Because they're just fucking awesome, aren't they, going forward? That was our prediction for the game. And that's how it finished. Where's it gone now? You're part of this journey, aren't you? Finished 2-2. That's the game where Wolfsburg had to claw themselves back. You want to see the lineups, don't you? Again, this is a reaction show, so you will have seen all this play out in real time over the weekend. Yep, there's your lineups of both sides. We're big fans of this Jakub Kaminski, this Polish winger. He doesn't really start many games. No, he doesn't start that many games. There's Jonas Wind there. Look, I like him because he's a deep lying forward on Football Manager, and he's saved my ass on a number of saves. And talking to people saving each other asses, Denis Vavro, Slovakian, I believe. Come on, please work. You can do it. You can do it. Or maybe you don't want to do it. Okay, right. Well, I don't give in easy. Denis Vavro, where have you gone, Dennis? Slovakian. Told you, Slovakian defender. You wouldn't want to meet him down a dark alley, would you? Late at night. I presume he'd be wearing a hoodie, and it wouldn't be lime green, would it? Because you'd see that coming. Wouldn't make a very good hitman or a very good thief. What was the other game that we were talking about the other day on street? Infamous. Remember that? Infamous, PlayStation 3 exclusive by Sucker Punch. I believe they're still going. I mean, they were bought by PlayStation to make those Infamous games. They were really good. Yeah, he's an infamous looking character, isn't he? He looks very mean, but he's very good at what he does. And, talking of which, he did save... Well, it's not a save, is it? This is real life. IRL. Did save Wolfsburg in that game. He saved them from a 5th consecutive defeat. Probably kept Ralph Hasenhuttl, the Hut. Well, I'm thinking Star Wars now. Hut. He's kept himself in a job. Denis Vavro has kept Ralph Hasenhuttl Hut in a job with that late drama, that late goal. Look at that, Wolfsburg. Maxi Arnold, the free kick specialist for Wolfsburg, put him ahead after just 3 minutes, and it's that point where Gonzo turned to me and said, "We look good today, Craig. It's going to be a big scoring game. Wolfsburg are going to end that run." Got a little soft spot for Wolfsburg because we went there earlier in the season. First game this season, we went to the Volkswagen Arena and we met some brilliant Munich fans. We went to that game that ended two Wolfsburg 2, Munich 3. Yep, 2 late goals, smash and grab for Munich. We were with the ultras. We had a great time. We drank some amazing beer. We were tailgated until our tails fell off. MAINZ went 2-1 ahead. Goal from Jo Sung Lee. Living this without you. Ken Lee. That's a reference. Was that a pop idol? Was that X Factor? Anyway, that's it. Check that one out on YouTube or Ask Jeeves on their video section. Dominic Kerr, as they say in Hull. Kerr, can I get a Kirk? Can I get a Kirk on Hazel Road? MAINZ went 2-1 up. Wolfsburg with that late goal again to end that run of 4 consecutive defeats. Our prediction, like I say, was 3-2. What's it done to the table, though? I suppose that's the interesting. What's that done for both teams? I think that's killed off Wolfsburg's European aspirations. Yeah, it's not even a dotted line. We're just going to draw. What kind of lead in your pencil? I'm thinking Paolo Nutini. Once missed a Palantini gig. Do you know why? Harry Kane. He wasn't there. It wasn't his fault. It was his fault indirectly. It was Christmas time. It was during that World Cup. Remember that World Cup in Qatar that was played in the winter because it was slightly cooler and probably for financial reasons. Harry Kane against dirty France. And I've had French clients. I've had some French friends. Fucking hell, France were dirty in that game. But do you know what? Those dark arts sometimes work. And Harry Kane missed that penalty, didn't he? It was probably, 2 inches over the bar? Oh, and we missed out on a Palantini gig because it was snowing and we decided to stay in the pub. Imagine what scenes would have had if that had gone in. Because was that the equalising goal? Or was that the go-ahead? Would that have been the go-ahead goal? Feels like that was the equalising goal, actually, in that game. Actually, no, it was to go ahead and France scored and France won the game. Yes, it's all coming back to me now. It's all coming back to me now. So, yeah, Wolfsburg, I'm going to take quite a thick, not quite a marker pen, maybe a Sharpie. We'll put a Sharpie-esque black line above Wolfsburg. They're not going into Europe now, not with 4 games to go. In fact, we'll do the same for Stuttgart. Yeah, fuck it. We'll write off Stuttgart as well. Well, they wrote themselves off in that game that we'll cover next. Yeah, so Wolfsburg, no DFB Pokal, no European football. Left North for next season. Hopefully Ralph Hasenhuttl stays in the job. I can't see it myself. Although it depends who else is on the market, who else they want to bring in. But I liked him, ex-Southampton manager. Did go down with him, didn't he? But, Southampton are a team that's chronically in a mess. So if there are any Southampton, any Saints fans, if Matt Letizia is watching, I respect you, sir. You're not such a weirdo. You do talk sense. It's just people have decided, for whatever reason, they don't like you. I don't know why. I believe, too. I believe in aliens and UFOs. And other people have committed worse war crimes on Sky Sports, by the way, on that live programme with Jeff Sterling. I feel he's been singled out, Matt Letizia, and that comment in itself, paradoxically, might cancel me. So possibly we'll have to edit that one out. I always say that. I never do. Never bother. It's not because I can't be bothered. I love editing. I live to edit. My life's an edit. As for MAINZ, well, they're free-falling like Tom Petty and the Whalers. Look at that. MAINZ were in 3rd 3 games ago. Now they're in 6th. What is going on? Bo Henriksen. Any MAINZ fans in? Jurgen Klopp, if you're watching. Marco Rosa's probably... Well, he might be watching. We do have a lot of admiration for Marco Rosa because he found and introduced Marcus Thuram to the Bundesliga. Also discovered, actually brought a lot of talent across from RB Salzburg, from the Austrian Bundesliga to the Bundesliga. Marco Rosa probably was his time to go. Your best mate Klopp probably did help you to try and stick around for a stay of execution. But I reckon you'll end up in another job soon, Marco Rosa. Will it be Wolfsburg? I mean, he's done the circuit, hasn't he? Marco Rosa's done. He's done Gladbach, he's done Dortmund, he's done Leipzig. Wolfsburg feels like, this is going to offend everybody, including Marco Rosa. But it'd be interesting at Wolfsburg. But there is going to be, and let's not hide from the reality of life. Let's not sugarcoat life because it is shit at times. We can still eat donuts though. You have to go around the block and walk it off, or do some high intensity HIIT training, high intensity interval training. We used to do a lot of that, but now we don't. Now we sit on YouTube every day. There's going to be a manager shuffle, right? There's going to be a lot of managers shuffling around in the summer. Who's going to get that Leipzig job full time? We're jumping around anyway. We should focus on this. So for MAINZ, Bo Henriksen will probably be in charge for the start of next season. They're free falling, right? The best that they can do, I believe, right now. I believe is Europa League. Yeah. I can see it finishing this way. Although, then again, we said that Dortmund were getting the Champions League, didn't we? Ooh, I'm not going to sit on the fence. The top 2 will finish how it is. This is with 4 games to go, by the way. Frankfurt... Leipzig will finish 3rd. Dortmund 4th. Frankfurt 5th. And probably MAINZ... or Freiburg will finish 6th. That's our estimate. I know Werder Bremen are doing really well. We just feel like it'll finish that way. Anyway, we're getting miles and miles and miles off track from where we should be. Yeah. But we're good at doing that, and that's why you're here, isn't it? That's why you're here, because you enjoy Bundesliga. You find my analysis honest, because we say what you're thinking and what you don't want to say unless you've had 15 pints down the pub. We say it in the middle of a Tuesday afternoon for free.